Hi everyone, and in today's video we are going to see how Conchi works, how it is built, and her features, her technologies, and everything, starting from the structure till how to load the film, winding it, shooting with it, and so on. So starting on how this camera works, first of all, it's a twin lens camera, so TLR, and the T stands for the twin lens, so the two lenses we have in the front of the camera. Then the R is for reflex, meaning that there is a reflection with a mirror. So why two lens? I mean, we need to think that this camera has been created in the first version in 1939-40, more or less, and we have a very basic technology. We don't have to think about mirrorless camera like now, but not even about reflex with pentaprism like we are used to see in later ages. So two lenses, the bottom down is the real lens, so the one taking the picture, and the viewfinder lens, so the one with the reflex system. The camera, if we need to think about her, sorry for the things, I don't know how to name it. So we need to think that the camera, maybe it's more or less divided into two parts. The downside part, so like here, we have where the magic happens with the film, and the upper part has a mirror that will reflect everything into the viewfinder we have on top. So whenever we take a picture, we're not using both lenses. We are using the upper lens for viewing the framing, and the bottom lens usually is closed and where the mechanism for the shutter are located. All the technology of mechanics are under the second lens. So we have here two main, let's say, commands. So on this side, we have the time. So the camera starts from the bulb. So how long we shut it, we take it, it stays open, till starting from 1 second, and if you want to be more precise, till 500 seconds. And then here we have the aperture, which starts from 3.5 till f22. Two are we can move them up or down, and here we are going to basically change some mechanism literally under this gear, because the camera has no batteries. Then whenever we need to shoot and then taking the film, we have another little command here that should be taken first time right. So we are going to charge the mechanism, and then in order to shot the picture, literally, we just need to go to the left side, and then we can hear the clack of the camera, so like this. So the camera is shooting, basically. But of course, how it works. First of all, we have two sides of the camera plus the top viewfinder. On these sides, we have two small screws that are more or less not useful during the daily activities of the camera, are just used to stop the film and loading and unloading the film. So are just things that we can go up and down and take off the film and as well. Here are the important things. So on this side, on the top, so the big one is to wind the film. So it's the screw for winder. And under here, we have the focus. So the focus starts from more or less 90 centimeters, 1 meter, depending on the situation, till infinite. And if we want to see how it works, it's pretty easy. It's basically moving inside, outside the full body of the lenses. So we can see that everything is moving here, depending on the focus wheel. And on top, we have the part of, the numbers of the shots, starting from 0, when the camera has been just loaded, till 12, which is the maximum when we have 120 millimeters film. Sorry. On top, we have the viewfinder, which is usually closed when we are not operating the camera. And in order to open it, we just need to open it, and we see that everything goes up. Here inside we have a glass, a satinated glass, which help us seeing what we are framing through the top lens. On top as well, we have something extremely helpful when we want to go with a very sharp focus, or when we need to be more precise with focus. So we can push the cap and a little lens comes out to better focus through the top viewfinder. Of course, we can close it and then we can close the viewfinder in this way. So we can do in this way. But of course, how it loads. Inside the on the bottom of the camera, we have the first lever that should be open in this way, following the arrow. So in this case, the camera is unblocked to be opened. Then we have this little lever as well that should be pulled up, and the camera, by pulling it a little bit, it's opening. So we see the inside of the camera. In the inside of the camera, we have two parts. The part under, so this section, is where the non-exposed film stand. And on top, we have the film to be that has been already exposed. As we can see, the mechanism is pretty easy, because we have the screwer that is winding the film, that is literally moving the film and loading the film. And everything happens here. So we see that if we want to take a comparison between the two sections of the camera, we see that this part, which is 6x6, and when everything happens, is exactly half of the camera, more or less. And then we see, but maybe not with the video, we can see where the mirror stands it. Films are those ones, so the standard 120 films, and usually I'm working with Ilford HP5, which with this camera is extremely good, but also with 3X by Kodak or Kodak Gold are also great. So now we can see how to load the film and maybe taking the first picture. So the first element we need to take into consideration is this plastic element that is the sole, or the part inside each and every film we are buying. So we need all time when we load the film, we need to take from the, right now the camera has nothing, but usually this one is where the film that has not been exposed yet stand, and usually stay here. What we need to do is to open the, to unlock the, this tool with the under screw, then it's going out, and we need to load it on top of the camera. So in this way, maybe you are not seeing it because it's pretty complex. So we can include it here in this way. So let me try, because I'm used to do that. Let me do it under, because I'm not used to do that in vertical. Okay, so right now we have, as you can see, the screwer on top. Now what we need to do is to take out our film. So in this case it's an Ilford. Let's open it pretty fine. And we see that the film already has this plastic tool, the one we just moved from down to top. It's already into the film. So we open it. I love opening Ilford film because the smell is pretty awesome. So it's kind of complex usually. Okay, it's opened, and bear in mind that when the film has the little paper on top, pay attention because it's extremely easy to open it. So next step is to take the film, loading it here as we did before. So we point it here and put the film inside in this way. So pretty easy. Then we can take the upper part of the film, it's glued, and carefully moving it inside the upper part. So in this way, the film is start loading. So then we see that we have two very little red dots here, and in this case we need to align the film to the winder, and using the winder itself we start loading the film inside the camera. Usually, I mean, a friend told me to better putting a finger and take usually the film extremely tense inside the camera. So we wind the film carefully till we see to the two red dots. We wind it till two arrows that are appearing right now, you can see them here, are aligned. This tells us that the paper and the film are ready to be used. So now we can close the camera. So we close it once again. We put that lever in its place, close the other one. We wind the film from 0 till 1. It takes a bit because the camera, I mean, there is a lot of paper to load it, and that's it. Right now the camera is ready to be used in your daily activities. And two things extra that I forgot to tell you before. There are two little connectors underneath. These big ones is for the flash, and usually the flash works even with, I tried it with a Nikon, an SB800 Nikon flash, and it works perfectly with a cable. And here we have the remote shooter. Of course, it's not an electronic one, it's a mechanical one. So the one with the I mean, I don't know how to name it. It's the one that we need to screw there and automatically shot when we are pressing like with a steering. Of course, more or less we have an M and X with a switcher. When the camera is on M, it's just the camera itself. When it goes to X, it's also using the flash outside. It's just right, left. The flash, about the flash, I just use it once with a 3X flash film and the flash. The time that has been declared by the producer in many years ago is the sync time is about 150 of the seconds, and honestly it's fine. I tested it. Of course, with a flash that is not from that era, we need to take the flash very high. I mean, I've been using the flash with 1.1 or 1.8, but with f2022 and time like 150, 160 seconds. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Hope this video helped you, and let's see you with the next picture from the Conchi. Bye guys.